Hi Soul Family, this is LaTonya with Sagittarius Soul. Thank you for tuning in for your reading. So I'm doing actually the 4 elements. I just completed fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I think I'll move on next to the group of water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Before I get started, let me say thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate you, new and old. I really appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you for your emails. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes and dislikes, because it's still all your energy, right? This will not resonate with everyone. So maybe 5%, maybe 1%, maybe 1 or 2 people, whoever is meant to hear it the most. Continue to check your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign, your Mars sign, your Jupiter sign, your Saturn sign, your North Node, your South Node, all those areas in your natal birth chart that make up who you are and your personality, right? I think that's it. So I will pull a few self-help cards and a few tarot cards and end it with a few positive cards of inspiration. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I have already set my intentions and I have already done my prayer off camera. So let's go ahead and move into some of the pre-shuffles, right? So I will try and pull 2 self-help cards. Let's see. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, and let's pick 2. One more. And here's another one. You have tenderness. Speak gently to yourself. Cherish the child within. Tenderness. Speak gently to yourself. Cherish the child within. Right? And this is just going back to the present situation of where we are right now and what we're dealing with. Understanding that this is not your fault, of course, right? And being kind to yourself, having compassion for yourself and others at this time. And whatever situation that you're in, understanding that you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out with favor, right? When you do good, you receive good. And just keeping your thoughts positive, keeping your emotions even keel, and treating yourself with kindness. Not beating yourself up, not feeling bad because you didn't put yourself in this situation, right? So the only thing you can do is move forward and continue to keep focused, continue to do what you can to keep busy, and continue to do what you can do to plan your life path, continue to plan, continue to think about things that you want to accomplish in the future, right? Because this too shall pass. You also have action. Take action. The journey to find your lost self begins with 1 step. Action. Take action. The journey to find your lost self begins with 1 step, right? And this is continuously moving. You know, if there was a job that you didn't like, well, it's time to go online and start applying for other jobs, right? If you felt like you needed to go back to school, well, it's time to go online and look at different colleges and online programs and find out what grants are available, or, you know, things that can save you money, because I know at this time a lot of people don't want to, you know, take out financial aid, right? And also just looking at things that you perhaps did for yourself in the past, whether it was a hobby or a craft. Taking action and putting your time and energy back into those things to keep your mind busy, right? All right, so now let's pull a few tarot cards. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. One more. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, let's see. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Looks like we have Death, Major Arcana. We also have the Two of Wands in the reverse. You also have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. You also have the Three of Pentacles. And you also have the Moon, Major Arcana. Okay. All right, water signs, come on down. Let's see what's going on. Okay. I need to put these up a little bit more. There we go. Yeah. Why do these feel crooked? Yeah, still feel. Okay. You have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Now we know in the upright, well, the Two of Wands is usually making decisions over two or more different things, right? And looking at all our options and trying to figure out which way or which path to go. I focus on what I want and make it happen. And in the reverse, though, this is sometimes making that decision, right? Or even with the current situation, feeling stagnant, almost as if you're unable to make a decision. Feeling like others are making a decision for you, but let's keep going and see what else we have on the board. You also have the Moon, Major Arcana. Well, we know with the Moon, things are sometimes hidden, right? Things are not revealed at the moment, whether it's due to others or it's due to the divine timing, right? And it says, my intuition guides me to the right decision. And that's making the right decision about your livelihood, whether it's in regards to business or a relationship, right? Let's keep going. You also have the Three of Pentacles. And this is usually working together in a group setting, right? Whether you're working together right now as a family or you're working together as a team in business, whether you're working from home or you're still going into the business, but still working on skill sets and resources and bringing everything together to still keep the foundation, right? When I show my work, others give support. Putting your time and energy into things that matter most at this moment. You also have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Now in the upright, we know that the Eight of Wands, well, these are messages, right? Whether it's messages coming through the phone or texting or FaceTiming or Zooming or DMs, right? This is messages coming in, and it says, I manifest multiple opportunities, but of course, with the current state we're in right now, we know that everything is on pause and many of us are in quarantine. And so for some of us, maybe, the opportunities that we were seeking, whether it was looking for different jobs or involved in relationships, we know a lot of that has ceased at the moment, right? Because people are currently now focusing on what they have, the resources that they still have, the foundations that they still have. The family that they have, right? And overall energy is Death, Major Arcana. And with death comes transformation, right? a rebirth of newness, a rebirth of the way of thinking, of the way of living, how something that dies off can never be the same again, right? I let go and embrace new beginnings, right? And that's kind of where we are right now. Not being in control of what's going on around us, whether it's the news, it's politics, it's the virus, but understanding we have to let go and embrace this new world and figure out how things are going to shake out for all of us. So for many of you, there was decisions that you were possibly thinking about making, right? Before things happen. Maybe it was even decisions about your job, decisions about a relationship, decisions about opportunities, whether in the work environment or even working on a relationship with someone else. With the moon card here, there's, things that may have been hidden, right? Or even things that may have been done in the dark. But for some of you, it looks like you might have made the decision to move ahead with this person. Or making the decision to quietly wait things out, right? Trying to let things shake out. And we know with this situation going on, well, there's not a lot of communication going on at the moment. Not a lot of things moving, right? But even while we're waiting, we still can take action within our own life, right? Working on self and keeping busy, whether it's with work or it's looking for work, reading a book, going online and looking at different skill sets, and going online and looking at different sites who offer free training or free courses, right? Taking action in things that will further us along our life paths. And whether we have no communication from whoever or whatever you were waiting on, continue to keep moving, right? Continue to keep the mind busy, right? Continue to focus on you and your foundation and the things that make you happy, and understanding to continue to be gentle with yourself and have that childlike compassion for yourself, and understanding that what you're going through is not just you, but everyone across the world, right? Understanding that you've always been successful and you've always stood on your own feet, and you've always done the best you could, whether it's in the workplace or whether it's for your family. And understanding that you will be back on your feet. You will be back in charge, right? And with this overall death, we know with death, there's a transformation. There's a rebirth, right? Almost like an awakening moment where for those of you that were asleep, now you're coming to understand, what is my passion? What is my life path? Why did I even come and reincarnate on this earth? What was I meant to do? Was I meant to inspire and uplift others? Was I meant to nurture Gaia and give back? Because at this moment, everyone is being called into action, right? Everyone is being called into action as far as what is your life path? What is your life purpose? Because with death, it's a rebirth. A new world and a new you. Let's get a few positive cards of inspiration. Let's see. I can think my way out of fear. Exactly. This is staying busy. Taking action over your mind. Taking action over your emotions. Looking at the things that make you happy. The things that you can do while you're in a waiting pause, right? Or you feel that your life is on pause. Taking online courses that are free through various different websites and updating your skill sets. Reading a book, whether it's online or an actual book, right? Playing chess with your family members and board games, and walking around your apartment or even your home, and if you can step outside to get air in your neighborhood, getting outside and getting fresh air and remembering to stay grounded, which is going to keep your thoughts clear. I can think my way out of fear, right? The moment I begin to celebrate myself and focus on my successes is the moment I begin living. Exactly. The moment I begin to celebrate myself and focus on my successes is the moment I begin living, right? Because even though we're going through this transformation at this time, all over the world, we're all being affected by it. You have to look at the things that you have accomplished. You have to look at the skill sets that you do have. You have to look at the connections that you do have and work with everything that you have, right? Celebrate your successes. Don't look down on yourself. Be tender with yourself, right? And keep uplifting yourself no matter what's going on. The moment I begin to celebrate myself and focus on my successes is the moment I begin living. So water signs, this is your reading. Thank you for tuning in to Saggy Soul. And from one soul to another soul. I love you so, family. Have a great week.